party to stand.
Let's quickly take a look at the Rivers State election. According to some people, it was a free and fair election. But Ibas said he has restored democracy. He has been able to restore democracy to Rivers State through the conduct of a transparent election. Has he been able to restore democracy to Rivers State?
Democracy,
Or he has been able to restore APC to Rivers State?
like I usually say that when you open door for in your father's house, you allow thieves to enter and they come and rob you. Or when siblings, when they are fighting and they refuse to settle to the extent that they kill each other, then you allow outsider to inherit your father's property. That's what just happened in Rivers State, and I think Wike has successfully sold Rivers State to Tinubu, which I think it might boomerang. But this is not the kind of democracy Nigeria dream of. This is a show of shame, and that is where we find ourselves. Honestly, talking about local government election in Nigeria is nothing. It has been a culture of giving it to power. Somebody that is at the realm of power at that time. The only exceptional case we have was the case of El-Rufai in Kaduna. I think he was a bit transparent when he conducted local government election. Every other, governor, they will have written, the result before the election conducted. That is even if they conduct the election, the best candidate that everybody can be dream of now spent almost 7 years before he conducted local government election. When it was about 3 months for him to go, that was when he conducted local government election. So the issue of state and local government in Nigeria has become mockery, and our president even came soliciting for the autonomy of local government. Up to this moment, it has been politicized, and they hold it as a tool to just punish a perceived, the enemy states where they think that this state is our rival. They use that hammer to hit them, like the case of Osun State. Very, very unfortunate, but that's not kind of democracy Nigeria wants.
On March 18, 2025, the president declared state of emergency in Rivers State as a result of the political unrest being witnessed at that point in time. But did Tinubu send Ibas to Rivers State to weaken the influence of Fubara Awards?
Everybody knows that when you use tool and also when you are in office, you use the instrumentality of your office negatively. I think Tinubu has been able to do that to the optimum as regards Rivers State. And I want to believe that what Ibas has done, he has only gone there to do the bidding of Mr. President, even though that's not the yearnings of what an average Riveria really wants. And he can also be attested to with the apathy that orchestrated the voting system when Ibas conducted the local government election in that state. And that goes to tell you that that one is in itself amounted to a rape of democracy. Because when you look, when things are not being done orderly, then it's a rape. It's a stolen mandate. Because people were not interested. If you see the turnout during that it was not much. There was apathy, voters' apathy all through the land. I think to some extent, if that is the calculation of Mr. President to also cutting Rivers State as a state among the states that APC has as a party, I think he has succeeded in doing that.
All right, let's move down to the southeastern part of the country where INEC and some politicians are complaining low voter registration. Yeah, former Senate President Senator Adolphus Wabara has expressed deep concern over the low turnout of eligible voters in the southeast for the ongoing continuous voter registration, the CVR exercise. According to recent statistics released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, fewer than 5,000, I repeat, fewer than 5,000 people have registered in the region since the exercise began on August 18 in Southwest here. It's not like that. Why is Southwest so drastically different from other regions? Why?
I think it's obvious. It tell you that that side has they are no longer
interested in
Nigeria. Anything relating to Nigeria, most likely they are not interested. Even including the voting, they are no longer interested much. You ask them to come and join soldier, they are not interested. Come and join police, they are not interested. Come and join and they even believe, with what happened in 2023, so many people in that side will lose interest in voting. That which kind of voting are we still going to vote? That the result is still going to be up. But I don't agree with that, and I'm not supporting it. Even irrespective of anything that happened, you keep on moving. That's the truth of the matter. You cannot say because of what happened in 2023, you no longer participate in the election fully. Then you are giving them chance to write whatever they like on your behalf. I don't support that.
Why is this happening in Southeast? Is it because of the insecurity that is going on?
You see,
they're not coming out to register.
Over the years, you remember 2023 when voting exercise was conducted in that region. If you check the population compared to the now, people came out to express their voting rights. But at the end of the day, the kind of answer they got was different from what they claimed they voted for. And that also in itself form an apathy with this voting registration exercise. But the only lesson I want to drum to our fellow brothers in the Eastern District, you cannot be outside the fence and you want to control the happenings inside the fence. I believe election is won when you partake in all the rudiments that make up for an election, and registration is part of it. If you now say it doesn't concern you, are not coming out, then you are giving a leeway to the government of the day to perfect their act of rigging. I've always said that rigging is not only on the election day. It starts from where the registration exercise begins. And if you don't take it seriously, then you are also playing to the hands of the so-called people that you don't want them to rule you. And I want to believe that I want to admonish my fellow Eastern brothers to please come out and do the needful. Do it, it's your civic right to register. And if you must say that the government doesn't concern you and they are ruling, the only weapon you have is your voting right, and you cannot do any otherwise. I want to believe that to me that is a no-no for me on their part. Yes,
especially when they are having somebody coming out from that place,
especially having somebody that you said you claim to change the narrative, Nigerian narrative. I think you need to come out en masse and give that voice a vent and accentuate that position very well.
How is it going to win? It's what the Easterners are doing now.
That's my issue. You cannot go to battle with empty-handed, believing that, of course, I'm still going to lose the battle, of course. Then you are going to battle without any weapon. Then you have lost before you set off from home. At least you have to give it a struggle. You have to give it. There are some wars. Some people want to start. They will know that they will lose, but they will stand their ground. That before you overrun us, you will do. And in that spirit, sometimes they overcome their enemy. So it's very, very important that you prepare for battle, even the battle that we don't have a chance against them. They are 100,000, we are 10,000. But before you finish us, you will do like this. In that spirit, that before you kill 10,000, we will kill like 15,000 out of you. In that spirit, you can still win. So I will not encourage them to back down and think that the figure has been written. They can still do it. Miracle can happen.
All right. What's the essence of registering in elections that you already know the outcome even before the election takes place? That's today's achievement.
And that's what we just said. And if you like, they take our advice. If they don't like, That is the truth of the matter. If you say you refuse to, the world is moving on. That is the truth of the matter. There's nothing anybody can do about it. But I think it is better to register and prepare for the battle and involve and defend yourself, so that it's better than you just hold your hand and somebody will just come and just kill you anyhow. No.
All right, Southwest is currently leading the voting registration in large force, but we need them to come out and vote massively for the Jagaban to let him continue. Okay,
I don't even want to even talk about that. Even Southwest, yes, now Southwest that register. Come and see their voting pattern in the 2027 now. You may see that only half of people that register will come out, especially Lagos State. You will hear registration like 12 million voters register. When you will see the vote, put both opposition, the leading opposition together, it may not be up to 1 million. Whereas in Kano, you will be like 2-3 million votes. Voters come out to come and vote. Voting in that place is like a war. It's like a walk. Come and see crowd. Here in Lagos, maybe we are too learned. I don't know. The only power, the only thing Northern I understand is power. That is the problem. The only thing they want, that even if they are using that power to punish themselves, they still believe in that holding that power. And Igbo people, they have resolved to, we don't need power. Without power, we are okay. We are enjoying. Go and check statistics. If you want to check statistics, the ratio of Igbo people that are poor, very few. That is the truth of the matter. So we don't need government. You can do business, but at the same time, one day that we need that power. So don't surrender the military power to them. Don't surrender every power to them, so that they will not keep you moved.
City Stand.